Okay, so this video is basically a what would you do kind of video. All right. Hi, I'm Jan. Welcome to another episode on the Save Money and More with Jan channel. How you doing today? This video may not be long, but the message is important. I have a question for you. Let's pretend. So let's make pretend, as some kids say, right? Let's pretend that you have zero, zero, zero stockpile. All right. You are a family of three. You, your husband or your wife, and one child. All right. And you have to stretch for 2 days till payday, but you have zero stockpile to fall onto. But you do have $10 that you saved because you were smart enough to put it away. This sounds very extreme, and there are some people who live in this extreme situation. I would like to know, what would you do with $10, three people, two adults, one child, 2 days to go for meals? It's really that simple. I mean, as far as the video goes. So the question is this. The situation is this, just a refresher. Zero stockpile. There's no pantry to walk into at home. The pantry might be there, the shelves might be there, but there's nothing on them. Nothing in the freezer, nothing in your fridge, not even bread. Zero, zero. Uh, two adults, one child, 2 days to go before payday. What would you do with that $10? How would you stretch out to make basically 6 meals until payday? Breakfast, lunch, dinner for 2 days in a row for three people. What would you do? And that's pretty much my question. So even though this video is short, this is where you come in. And I love to see the reaction, the ideas. What would you do? Now, excuse me a second. What a reminder. I just want to say this before I forget, of what a blessing it would have been to have even a couple of ingredients stashed in your pantry, your shelves. I don't care, cardboard box, wooden box. I don't care where, somewhere in your home or apartment. What a blessing. Well, the first thing that I would suggest is go around your home or apartment to make double sure. Sometimes we think we don't have things, and then we open up a closet, and way, way, way in the back of the cupboard, in the back of the cabinet, there's a can or two of soup or some mixed vegetables, and you feel like you struck gold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look around, okay? Then get creative. Those are the moments that might hit you in your head and say, you know what? I should have started a stockpile. I should have started it with even just one or two cans of something, or a box or two of macaroni and cheese. You see where I'm going with this? All right. Or I should have paid, more attention to, what was going on in my refrigerator. And sometimes people, they don't mean to let it happen. We're human, we make mistakes. But the food had gotten spoiled, it wasn't used properly, and then it got thrown away instead of used to the max. If you see foods like fresh vegetables left over or left over from dinner, put them in the freezer. Use them for a future soup or stew. Can you imagine how good it would feel if you, in a bind like that, open up your freezer and then you find that soup left over, that remember you made some extra soup and you froze it for in case you don't feel good? Well, in this case, you could use it as your meal. Or then you realize, hey, I do have a box of rice laying around. So you could take that soup, add a box of rice, well, not a whole box, but add some rice to it. You see where I'm going with this. But this is a tough call. This is an extreme fake scenario, but for some reason, for some people, this is not fake. All right. And our hearts and our prayers always go out to those. And if we could help others, it's always a good thing. But I'm really trying to really emphasize the importance of, wouldn't it have been a good thing if I had something in my pantry stockpile for those times? You see where I'm going. All right. However, a scenario, three people, two adults, one child, 2 days before payday, need 6 meals, and the only resource you have at that moment is $10. What would you do? Would you go to a food pantry? What would you do? Let me know in the comment section below.